Hello, everyone, and welcome back. Welcome to World Literature, English 2332, Fall 2020. I'm excited to have you. I'm excited for this upcoming year. My name is Mrs. Allison, and I will be your world literature teacher. I'm really excited because whenever I was looking through the rosters, I saw familiar names and I saw new names. So I'm really excited to get back on track, get back into communicating with my students again. Um, just really excited, really happy to be back in school again. In this Prezi, I'm going to go over Blackboard and Canvas. I'm also going to go over your syllabus and the assignment that is due as well. So let's go ahead and take a look at this. Dual credit classes, you all will be using Blackboard pretty much all the way. You can access Blackboard by either going directly to the website or you can go to Canvas. I do have a link to eCampus on Canvas on your Canvas course shell, but really everything, including your gradebook, assignments, discussion boards, um, all of that is just really going to be done on Blackboard because that is what Eastfield is wanting us to do. So you all are familiar with Blackboard anyway. I know if I had you last year, and even if you didn't have me last year, I know Blackboard was used in all the English dual credit classes. So set up the same way. I mean, the tabs may be labeled different, but it's pretty much the same. You put in your login credentials on eCampus, and you'll see my class there. Let's see. Let's go on to the next one. Whether you're asynchronous or synchronous, you'll need to go to a tab labeled Daily Schedule. Once you're there, you're going to see modules, and I will show you what those look like. But you just click on the correct date and all the instructions will be there for you. It's very important that you follow all the instructions and submit whatever assignment it is that I have for that day. It may be short, but you'll need to submit it because it's the way we're tracking attendance. So please remember that. Synchronous, you arrive to class at certain times each day. Asynchronous, you complete your assignment, whatever that may be, but you do definitely have to have it in by 11:59 p.m. on that day. So please keep that in mind and follow all the instructions. If you have any questions, please reach out to me and I will get back with you. I am here to help you. We're going to be using discussion boards quite often in this class. It's a way that we're going to be building our community, our learning community. Always remember to, let me move this over here. Always remember to be respectful and nice to one another. It's something called netiquette. It's etiquette that you need to practice while online. And it's basically the kind of etiquette you would practice in a classroom. Be nice toward one another, be forgiving, say please, thank you, stay on topic, reread your post for spelling, grammar, mechanics errors. Just look over that. You want to be professional whenever you post your responses. Respect the opinions of others. Everybody has their own opinion. Be respectful of that, please. Do not type in all caps. It sounds like you might be yelling at somebody, and we certainly wouldn't want that. says here to be brief. Yes, be brief, but at times though I will say, hey, there's a word count for your discussion board posting, so keep that in mind. Once again, read all the instructions. Before posting a question, you might want to see if the question has already been asked and answered. So keep all that in mind, but basically just be nice, be friendly toward one another, and be respectful. And of course, I know you all will, but I just wanted to say it. Let's go ahead. Let's go over the syllabus right now. Okay, I have my Canvas course shell up, so I'm going to go there really quickly. And here is my class. See, I have the Google Meet link here. So you can just go to Canvas, or you can go to Blackboard, okay? Either one, but I'm going to have the Google Meet link here, and I'm also going to post it in eCampus. Excuse me, well, here's the eCampus login. There's the Google Meet link, and here's the syllabus. I also have the syllabus in eCampus as well. Of course, I have everything in eCampus. Your grade book, I'm working on that. All the assignments, I'm working on that as well. But right now, you do. Let me go ahead and just go over here and show you what I'm talking about. Here's the syllabus. Here's the daily schedule. Okay, so you can either get here to Blackboard by entering into Canvas, or you could just go directly to Blackboard. But what I have here, okay, so this is one of my classes. This is the world literature. I have the syllabus. I have the daily schedule. Your other assignments for the semester are upcoming. Okay, they are going to be populated. I'm going to be getting that all in there. But right now, this is where you would go. It is the daily schedule, and this is for August the 10th or August the 11th, A day, B day. So if you have me on the 10th, you click on this. If you have me on the 11th, which is B day, you click on this. And here is what it looks like. This is a module for eCampus. Here I welcome you to World Literature. This is very similar to one of the slides that I showed you on the Prezi. And then this is going to look a little different. I am going to add this video on one of the tabs here. It's probably going to be after welcome. Then I have the introduction. So what I'd like for you to do, this is your assignment for the 10th and the 11th, is to please introduce yourself to your classmates. What are your hobbies? What do you plan to do after high school? Do you have any animals, or have you traveled, or where would you like to travel to, or just something interesting? Let's create a connection amongst ourselves. As with all discussion boards, always remain tactful and respectful. And of course, I look forward to learning more about you. Click here to launch. And as you see, I have already put my introduction up. So you click on that, and here's my introduction. Okay, so let me go back. To create a thread, which most of you may already know, you just click on this. Click on the Create Thread tab. Let me go back. Maybe going too fast. Click on Create Thread, and you title it. I titled mine Hello, and then you type in your introduction here, and then you click Submit. To respond to somebody else, let's go ahead and go over here to mine. You can just reply, click on reply, and then reply to that person. That is what a discussion board looks like. So on 8/12 and 8/13, I don't have anything in here yet, but I will very, very soon. And then on Fridays are rotation days. So this Friday will be A day. Next Friday will be B day. So I'm going to have themed lessons on this day. We are reading pieces of literature, and I just kind of want to keep that on the Monday and Wednesday that are A days, the Tuesday and Thursdays that are B days, and then something else on Friday. So what I have for this Friday, we're going to be focusing in on some literary terms that will be connected to literature and how we'll be able to use those literary terms when we analyze the literature this upcoming semester, really upcoming year. So this is what your eCampus is going to look like. This is how we are going to go to our discussion boards. You just simply click on that day and it will all be there for you. You will have your grades, of course, right now. Of course, I mean, this is the student view, but I have, even with the student view, and even though I'm an instructor, it would have the assignments here, but I have not gotten to that yet. So what all you need to do now, of course, is just click on the day that you need. Let me see what else. Okay, I need to go over the syllabus. Let's go ahead and take a look at the syllabus. You click on the syllabus. You can click on the syllabus too in Canvas. Have the syllabus right here in Canvas. But I'm going to go ahead and click on it here. Okay. English 2332, that's the way it is numbered as at Eastfield College. Let's see here, I'm going to kind of scroll down through some of it. Certification date, that's the day that I need to certify the classes. The last day to withdraw is on November the 14th. Okay, so you all have taken English 1301, 1302, and you have passed the TSI. Course description: a survey of world literature from the ancient world through the early 19th century. Students will study works of prose, poetry, drama, and fiction in relation to their historical and cultural context. Text will be selected from a diverse group of authors and traditions. So it's gonna be a lot of fun. Let's see here. I'm not going to read all of the student learning outcomes or the Texas core objectives. You can read that on your own. The required course materials, everything is going to be provided for you on eCampus at no cost. Everything that we will be reading you'll be able to find it online. So you don't have to find it. I will provide it for you. So I will provide links, PDFs, anything that you need. You do not have to purchase anything for this course. It's all provided. The graded work, much, if you had me last year, very similar to last semester. There's going to be two categories: major assignments, which is 60%, minor assignments, which is 40%. Your major assignments is going to include literary analysis essays, a multi-project or two. I'm not sure. I know you're going to definitely have one, possibly two, and a test. Your minor assignments will include reading responses, discussion boards, quizzes, written responses, collaborative activities. It's going to be pretty much everything else. That is the minor assignments, and it all equals out to be 100, of course. And then the percentages in correspondence to the letter grade. This is a description of graded work. Literary analysis essays. Students will analyze literature based on themes and other literary elements in relation to its historical context, which, it's a typo there, parallels to contemporary issues. Multimedia project. Students will be asked to visually present their thoughts and ideas along with a written explanation for their peers and instructor. Discussion boards. And I already kind of went over this right here. The purpose of discussion boards is to create an ongoing discussion where students are putting forth their ideas and responding critically to their peers. Written responses. Students will be asked to respond to prompts in class or online. These responses will be comprehensive questions that will prompt the student to think critically about their readings. Students, this is the quizzes. Students will have announced and unannounced quizzes throughout the course of the semester to check for understanding of content. Students will be assessed throughout the semester to gauge the level of understanding of the content that has been covered. So that is, these are overall our assignments and how they will be categorized. Attendance is important. I know that right now it's a little different. We're online, but attendance is still important. And of course, getting those assignments in by either the end of the class or the end of the day, depending on if you're a synchronous student or an asynchronous, you need to get the work in so we can count your attendance. Late work, I will just read this to you. No late work accepted. Instructor will provide specific details and or circumstances. GISD must defer to college standards as enforced by instructor. This is a college course. You receive credit for a college course, then you must adhere to those standards. No late work except under extreme circumstances. Okay. Online class environment. This is what we are doing right now, at least for the moment anyway. The academic environment is a serious one. Students in this class are expected to behave with decorum and courtesy to the professor and to all their fellow course students. Bad behavior will not be tolerated. Students who choose to behave inappropriately will be taken out of the online class and may not return until they have met with the professor to discuss inappropriate behavior and methods for improving in-class behavior. In addition, students exhibiting inappropriate behavior may be asked to drop the class. So keep in mind, I mean, not just for my class, but for any class, being respectful, being kind, and courteous to one another is definitely something that is important, and I know you all will too, but it's just something that I do need to go over. Okay, classroom etiquette. I know we are online, but still, even with being online, don't like have your cell phones on. I mean, try to remember, of course, to turn that off. Be in the moment is like what I like to tell my students. Don't have distractions all around you. Be in the moment. Listen in class. And be nice and courteous to one another, and do your work. So as long as you do that, everything will be fine, and it will fall into place. Discussion board etiquette, I have already went over that. Academic honesty and plagiarism. Basically, just don't do it. Do your own work, okay? Don't take somebody else's work and use it as your own. If an assignment is to be done, an individual assignment, you do it individually. You don't, collusion is the unauthorized collaboration with another student preparing written work for fulfillment of course requirements. So if it is a test, if it's something that is meant for just you to do, you don't go out and work together as a group. And of course, cheating, plagiarism, using somebody else's words as your own, always give credit where credit is due. So that is our policy, and it's really the policy for any class as well. I am going to, okay, this is the course schedule. This is very tentative and is subject to change. I have it written down here. This is subject to change. And here as well, the readings are subject to change. So let me kind of go through what we are going to do, or are scheduled to do anyway. The course schedule, I have divided it up into time periods. So we have ancient literature. We have the Epic of Gilgamesh. That is what we are going to read first. It's a really short epic, very, very interesting. Then we're going to go into Plato, the Apology, and the Republic. And the assignments that will be connected to those readings will be discussion boards, written responses, multimedia project, and quizzes. We're going to spend a short time on the medieval period, and we're going to read Canterbury Tales by Geoffrey Chaucer. We have discussion boards and written responses connected to that. And then we're going to go into the Renaissance, and we're going to focus in on Shakespeare. We're going to read several of his sonnets, and we are going to read Othello. The assignments that are connected to that are discussion boards, written responses, literary analysis essay, quizzes, and tests. And then if we have time, we may not have time because 4 time periods within one semester is quite a bit, so we may have to put this into the spring. I don't know, we will see. But The Social Contract in Emily by Jean-Jacques Rousseau. We will probably just read parts of that and parts of Leviathan by Thomas Hobbes, and then go into Frankenstein by Mary Shelley. Assignments will include discussion boards, written responses, literary analysis essay, quizzes, and tests. That is what I have for right now. It's all subject to change, may change some of the readings around. I'm not sure yet, but that's what I have set up, and I'm really excited to get through all these readings because it's really going to be interesting. We're going to be reading and learning about the culture of the time and connecting it to contemporary issues. Just because something was written is ancient literature does not mean that we cannot connect it to something that is going on today. So it's going to be fun, it's going to be interesting, and I am looking forward to it. That is our syllabus. So you're going to find this in eCampus on Blackboard, and you're also going to find it in Canvas as well. Let's go ahead and go on to the next tab. Okay. These are actually the tentative readings that I have for the whole year. I'm going to have to enlarge that. Okay, so I went ahead and I went over, and as you see in parentheses, I have what areas of the world, and ancient Mesopotamia, ancient Greece, British, some French literature, British, setting is in Switzerland. Okay, so what I'd like to do for the spring is read Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. That's British. We're bringing in some American literature here, American, British as well. The Giver, that's American. The Boy in the Striped Pajamas, this is an Irish author, but the setting is Nazi Germany. So that's what I have. It's tentative, it could change, but I have it on this timeline, and really I was excited to get this timeline together. I put down here, this class is designed to be a survey course. Basically what that means, basically what that means is that you're just sampling different pieces of literature from various time eras. It would be like if you were to go into a restaurant and you ordered a sampler. Okay, it's just a sample of different readings from different cultures, different time periods. So it's gonna be interesting what we learn together in this class. The next thing that I would like to cover is your discussion board. So now go to your discussion board on Blackboard and respond to the prompt. I need to put this in there, but you will also need to respond just to one other person. Welcome the other person to class. Say something positive. Be lively. Bring some happiness into the Blackboard. And try to uplift one another. One other thing, for those who are choosing to attend a synchronized session, I ask that you arrive on time, mute your mic, but always interrupt me if you need to. If I'm saying something you don't understand or whatever, please stop me and ask me a question, and stay there for the entire time. Of course, you can go to the restroom if you need to, and if you need to get something to eat just really quickly and come right back, that is fine, but be in the moment and follow along in class. Listen to all the instructions. Be there while the class is going on. Asynchronous students, be sure to read all your instructions and materials I post online. Please, please do so. I will be posting videos such as this one. So please be sure to watch those in their entirety. To all my students, reach out to me when you have a question or concern. I am here for you. And looking forward to this year, to the semester, to this year, and please reach out to me. I look forward to seeing you in class. Thank you.